Hi there, it's Kevin with RogueDeckBuilder.com with match number 3 with our Green-White Warriors. I think that this is a keepable hand. Yeah, it's a great hand. We do have a no first turn, but we do have a second turn on the Warrior and hopefully on the Arashin Foremost. So we'll go ahead and keep this. I don't know, I'm starting to think that we are too, after watching that Humans match, I think we're too dedicated to Warriors. I think maybe, I just really love this Silverfur Partisan, but it's just not pounding out at the moment. I think we'd need another like Human Werewolf type card, or if this was a human itself, that would be a lot better with like the Thali's Lieutenant being a 2-drop instead of the Warrior. I'm not very impressed with this card. Just, I mean, in theory, with the Surrak, it can lead to those very explosive draws. I just think I'd rather have a more utility 2-drop than the Warrior. So we can just go Fortified Village and play tap. And then pass the turn. And then we have the Warrior that I'm going to throw out now that we have the Arashin Foremost. So whatever reason, if our opponent stumbles a little bit, we should be good with the 6 damage off of the Warrior. And then we have the Gryff Boon to hook up to the Arashin Foremost. So this looks like it's going to be Naya Walkers. So we need to erase the Chandra. So I'd love to see just like, not sure what he'd do this turn, but nothing to kill my Warrior. It's going to be a Nissa. Nissa's okay. Because he does need to, he probably will just take the damage. So I'm okay with this play here. So the Foremost, giving it double strike. That's the play we did want to see. Surrak would be the next play after that, and he'll decide to block with the Nissa, which is fine. Gets a Nissa out of the way. We have a nice little board state. If he casts Gideon here, it's going to be a Radiant Flames. I'm just desperate for an enchantment that gives our creatures like +0/+2 or +0/+3 to try to get around Languish and Radiant Flames. There's no good answer right now to those cards. So this, we can, I think we'll just go with a Silverfur Partisan and hook it up with the Gryff Boon. But that Chandra is getting very close. Tireless Tracker. At least one of the Evolving Wilds is out of the way for the Tireless Tracker. But he does get to investigate. And a Declaration Stone. Again, at least we get a 2/2. And a Clue Token. So there's worse things that could happen. I'm just going to cast another one. Attack with the Wolf Token. Fortunately, this is looking like it's going to get out of our reach here with the Chandra coming out. Chandra could easily come out this turn. The Tireless Tracker is getting very annoying here. They also run Sylvan Advocate, which is kind of rough to deal with. No play on our opponent's part. You can activate the Needle Spires. So we find another Gryff Boon. I think that's the correct play. And attacking with the Partisan. See if he has another Archangel Avacyn. Yes, I should have seen that one coming. As it will give it indestructible. And yeah, nothing I can do against that. So here, I think I just morph over a Den Protector. And that way we can get back. Not even sure what I'd want at this point. Let the clue sacking begin. And Gideon. So Gideon will pump out a guy. He'll probably attacking with I'm surprised he didn't attack with both of them. So no clip wings until the sideboard. Surrak is something we cannot. I'm just going to sack a clue. We want to hit a land drop. Unfortunately, nothing there. We'll Duskwatch Recruiter, but this is not looking good for us with the Gideon. Inevitably. I'm sure what I would do is just plus one Gideon here and start attacking with the team. And that's Chandra. Chandra just needs to do -2, and then we die. All right, so we'll go on to the sideboard. So -2, and then he attacks with Gideon. That's 13, but close enough. Alrighty, so I'm not quite sure Dromoka's commands are the best use for our mana in this deck. Yeah, well, we need to get rid of tireless trackers. Titanic Growth, though, I do want to stay as fast as possible. So I don't know if I care about Stasis Snare or Silkwrap, even though he is running cards like the Sylvan Advocate. The Center Soul, I think, is fine. Plus Dromoka's command is just perfect versus the Radiant Flames. Hidden Dragonslayers, I'm just going to switch out for the Dromoka's Warriors. And that way, I even think I like Tandem Tactics here. Instead of like a Surrak. I'm going to try to go as quick as possible against the... Yeah, we'll take the other Gryff Boon out. And then we need to take out one more card. I think I'm going to just try... We're going to try to end this as soon as possible. So Surrak's going to get the cut. And we'll try to have a nice little curve here. And I think this is going to be, barely keepable. We have our mana sources that we need, but this is awkward. Definitely awkward. We'll start off with a Canopy Vista. And we'll just play the Hidden Dragonslayer, but I prefer a better 2-drop. Any other 2-drop here. That is not the card we wanted. Hidden Dragonslayer comes down. Advocate would be rough because... Yeah, because I can't even fight it with Dromoka's command. So Fortified Village comes out here. Of course, we draw into 2 lands. Kill off the Silver Advocate, gain some life. That's fine. Worst things could happen. There's an Oath of Nissa. Which finds a forest. Which hopefully doesn't find another Sylvan Advocate or Tireless Tracker. Let's cast another Oath of Nissa. So would have been a great match if we had an explosive hand. The drawing into 2 lands is just going to be the nail in the coffin, I think. I don't think that we're going to be able to race this hand. Still is missing a red source. When it rains, it pours. We find another land. So he'll probably just cast the Tireless Tracker. And really nothing I can do about that. I mean, I want to fight it, but... I think that's the best use of my... mana. Down to an 11, get rid of Tireless Tracker. We have a 3/2 Hidden Dragonslayer, but we are definitely out of cards. All right, so he's just going to sack a clue. So he's in a little bit of desperation mode to try to hit those lands. 7 cards in his hand versus our 2. That is... Oh, and this the dreaded Silkwrap. We can make him sack... No, we can't, because he's got a card to sack the Oath of Nissa. Partisan's okay. Gives us some aggro. Gives us another 2/2. So Evolving Wilds will probably find him in the basic mountain. And find another land. It would be nice if we could find like either a Den Protector, something to do with all these lands. I guess you should have just played that land there. Radiant Flame. So this is the one. He cast it with 3 colors. We are just going to put a +1/+1 counter and prevent. So prevent all damage and instant sorcery spell and put a +1 counter on target creature. So yeah, that ends up doing very well. He still has 2 mana in his hand, which should be another Silkwrap. Or a Declaration in Stone. Gives us a clue. There's a Den Protector. So is that game? That's 8. 1 damage off again. Do we have enough with that? Den Protect. Oh, we do. Awesome. So we can morph this over. No, we don't. I was going to think we could morph this over. And then get back a Titan Strength. But I think I'd rather just keep this back. Chandra would be the worst case scenario here. Declaration in Stone. That one does hurt as well. Don't get any value out of that. I'd love for him to just chuck out an Advocate. Or a Tyler's Tracker. Well, probably not a Tyler's Tracker because it... Radiant Flames for 2. He only used 2 colors on that. So the best thing we can do here is make him sack an enchantment. Because it doesn't matter either way. No. Prevent. No, yeah, make him sack an enchantment and put a +1 counter. So, because we don't need anything else. So let's see. And he's tapped out. And that's game. All right, so we'll go to the sideboard. Oh, Surraks actually do seem pretty good here. Now, I don't know. I don't know why. And same with the Silkwraps and Stasis Snares to get rid of his. It's kind of one of those, how do I play around this? Because I do want the center souls. I think that many Surraks, 3 Surraks is probably enough. And the Titanic Growth, I think that I'm not going to rely on Titanic Growth. I'd rather have Silkwraps or Stasis Snares, one of the two. I'm going to bring in 1 Silkwrap and 2 Stasis Snares. This just allows us to have some action against a few of his cards. The Gryff Boon doesn't seem terrible either against like Gideon. But we have a lot of ways now to just protect us against Radiant Flames, which I think is smart. We'll submit this. I'm okay with this hand. It's a little bit heavy on the land, but we have the 2 cards that actually want to utilize land. Are missing the double for the Arashin Foremost. Opponent scries his card to the bottom, and Evolving Wilds is, of course, something you want to use with Tireless Tracker. So let's see if he grabs a green source. Really no dead draw here except for a forest. Hidden Dragonslayer is fine. He's got the Battlefield Forge. No turn Tur. There's our dead draw of the forest, but we'll Duskwatch Recruiter. See if he Tireless Trackers a Nissa. And there's a Canopy Vista. We'll go ahead and throw it out. And do want to get rid of the Nissa. It's annoying. Pass the turn here. See if he puts out like a Gideon. Tireless Tracker. Okay, we'll have another pro green. Finds another Duskwatch. Not sure how I want to handle this. I think I'd rather just look. Get a Silverfur Partisan, that's fine. Get some value out of our guy, and then he flips. Oh, he doesn't flip, because we did cast a Center Soul. That's correct. So he's going to sacrifice a clue. This gives us a way to kill it now with the Hidden Dragonslayer. And Lamot Pacifist. See if he decides to attack in. He does. So we'll kill the Tireless Tracker. Ooh. No, that's not the right play to go. Is he one more to actually morph over? Did I just read that incorrectly? Oh, he is. Okay, that was bad. Alright, so he's going to get more value out of the Tireless Tracker. That upsets me. So yeah, he's 3 mana to Megamorph over. I was thinking he was 2. So there's Oath of Nissa. He needs to find another land to get another clue. Finds Evolving Wilds, gets him 2 clues. I hope he doesn't Radiant Flames. Of course, that'd be the right play to do is Radiant Flames. It'd just be a blowout. He'll sack a clue. Okay, that's fine. Decides not to attack in. Find yet another. So I have some decisions here. I really think he's got a Radiant Flames in his hand. I could Duskwatch. I could Arashin Foremost. I think I just attack in with the Hidden Dragonslayer. Make him think around that mana. Alright, so that ends up being... I'm actually going to use the Duskwatch Recruiter. And we'll find a Surrak. Powerful card. And now if he wants to Radiant Flames, he's got to spin 3 different colors. If he doesn't do anything about our Howler, we have a incredible play next turn with the Arashin Foremost and the Surrak. Just going to Radiant Flames. Still have a decent little play. I can't give my Surrak any sort of haste unless I cast Duskwatch. Yeah, that's... I might just go Duskwatch here and then activate it. You know what? It's going to be Den Protector morphed over. That way we can go get a Center Soul back. Then we'll Duskwatch as well. Maybe I'm thinking about this too. Because the Radiant Flames can get some advantage again. Still has a ton of cards in his hand. Chandra would be very problematic. Ooh, we could kill this Chandra. Yeah, I actually think I'm thinking now Duskwatch. Just playing the Duskwatch last turn would have been the right play, and then we could have activated it twice. Not quite twice. But if he does Radiant Flames, I think I just actually Megamorph over the Den Protector to grab a Duskwatch. Wondering if there's any sort of Goblin Dark Dwellers in his deck. Goblin Dark Dwellers cannot flashback the Radiant Flames, though, so that's probably not a good trade-off. He probably is worried about his Dromoka's Command and or a Center Soul. Okay, it's just going to be Radiant Flames again. So I think we will just get a Duskwatch. And this turn we'll just do a Duskwatch and a... There's the Tireless Tracker. Does he have a land to get some benefit out of it? He does. Okay, so Needle Spires. Gets him an Investigate. Another Silverfur Partisan. Yeah, I still think the right play is just Duskwatch. Because we have 2 activations off of it. Fortunately, every land with Tireless Tracker ends up being a draw. Card is insanely powerful. Oh, I wish this was a warrior. All these useless little... Like, Scout is such a useless... Is there anything in the entire game that uses Scout for the type? There's like Archers and Scouts and Berserkers, and none of them have any sort of ability in the game. Very annoying. Should have just made them warriors. See if he sacks a clue in response. Does not. 5 mana available. There's Gideon. And this kind of puts us at a awkward situation. Hidden Dragonslayer is awesome here. Could have got Den Protector. Den Protector actually might have been the right play. And we miss on this activation. But it kills the Sylvan Advocate. Which is very good with the Needle Spires. Gives it +2/+2. And he's got a Chandra coming up. Okay, so we need to kill Gideon. Oh, man, this is awkward. Just need a good draw. Because Chandra is just... Oh, Silkwrap's beautiful. Because we can Silkwrap in Hidden Dragonslayer. Because he's going to cast Chandra next turn, but you have to kill it to kill Surrak. So possibly that is the right play, just to Surrak here. If we Surrak and then Silkwrap, that, and then just Hidden Dragonslayer, that kills Gideon. I'm not quite sure that's the way to go. If we morph over the Hidden Dragonslayer, I don't think I use the... What is he going to do with Chandra? He'll actually plus Chandra if I leave it open. If we go Arashin Foremost, so if we Silkwrap the Sylvan Advocate and then Arashin Foremost, he loses his Knight token. If we Surrak and Arashin Foremost, he loses Gideon, but then I lose something off the Sylvan Advocate. So I think the right play is actually just to morph over. And then just pass. Or we could Silkwrap. And at least do some damage. Silkwrap the Knight. Gets rid of it forever. And attack Gideon. But Chandra... Dragonlord Atarka. Wow, that was not a card I expected to be played this turn. And it does perfect amount of damage. Well, more than perfect amount of damage. Close game. But if he taps out, if he attacks with everything, he does not... Oh, he can't attack with Dragonlord. That's true. So I'm down to an 8. I need a Stasis Snare to take care of Dragonlord Atarka. Or another Hidden Dragonslayer. Well, the Den Protector actually does take care of it. But he's got Chandra coming up, which is tough. I could get back a Center Soul, but I don't know if it's going to be enough damage. Not even close to enough damage. The only thing I think I can do here is just morph over. No, there's nothing I can do. That's not enough mana. I think I'm just dead here. Because we need to get back a Hidden Dragonslayer to kill the Dragonlord Atarka. And that would take 6 mana. And yeah, we need 5 more mana for the Den Protector. So, I mean, the most amount of damage I can do is a Surrak into an Arashin Foremost, which requires 7 mana, which we have 8. We'd still need 2 more to get the Surrak online. So, I mean, what's some other ways we can Den Protector and think that's a Hidden Dragonslayer? And just hope for whatever reason he didn't attack in, but there's no way around this. The Dragonlord Atarka is going to kill us. So I still think this is a close game. It's that turn that I played both Den Protector and the Duskwatch Recruiter that I want back. Because I think if I would have just played Duskwatch and then activated it, that would have forced out of the Radiant Flames or forced out something else that turn, and then we could have gone crazy with it. But here, all he needs to do is attack him with Dragonlord Atarka. So he's going to Radiant Flames for 2, which that just kills me anyway. All right, we'll go on to the final match here. It's been Kevin with GatheringMagic.com. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching Playing on a Budget. If you haven't already, please subscribe to Gathering Magic and check out our Playing on a Budget playlist, which contains every episode. Thanks again and hope to see you soon.